of the week's really exciting this week.
You know, this has been an exciting week. This is a week that I wait for every year. This is the week when one of my favorite TV shows, people are finally given the approval to spill the beans.
Is it The Walking Dead?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Penn and Teller have their show Fool Us. That this is going to be, I believe, the fourth season, the third season in America. Fourth season, I think.
I think that's right.
Yeah, I think so. The first season was filmed in England.
Yeah.
The
That's
second,
where
third
Piff came from.
Correct. They hold kind of a special place with me. They're, I guess you could say, mentors per se, and that is Fred and Bobby Becker.
Yes.
They played a huge role with one of their classes. They do an online class, kind of a community of performers that join and work with them through some online tutorials and some face-to-face mentoring. And they were instrumental in Eric and I landing this gig here at the Iris Theater. I took a lot of what I learned from their class and used it to negotiate our contract here and to know how to make this work successfully.
Yeah.
I think their help put us light years ahead of where we would be if we started from scratch, not knowing any of that knowledge. And so Fred and Bobby Becker have taped for Fool Us, which was exciting for me to hear. I was super ecstatic to hear that they taped. And so that's what we chose as the video of the week. It is Fred Becker's a fantastic performer. Spends a lot of his time on cruise ships. That's what he's known for. He's currently on a land-based U.S. tour, I think in Pennsylvania right now. I just talked to him the other night, actually, through Facebook, and he's doing well. The two of them are doing fantastic, and I can't wait to see them on Fool Us. So there you go, video of the week.
This story begins the way all the best stories in the world do, with those 4 magic words. Once upon a time. You're a great group. You'd be surprised what people will shout out right there. This story begins once upon a time there lived a boy named Jack. He was a good lad, strong of body and spirit, but Jack had one fatal flaw.
Jill.
Impatience. Thanks for asking me. Jack was impatient. He could never keep his mind on his chores at home, his work, at school. He was always busy daydreaming, thinking of great adventures that he might go on one day. Well, on this particular day, Jack went for a long walk in the woods. He stopped under an old oak tree for a rest, and Jack fell fast asleep. When he opened his eyes again, he saw in front of him an old gypsy woman. Now, she had a cart that was stuck in the mud, and Jack got up to help her remove it. And as a reward, she gave him a rather unusual gift, a single strand of golden thread. She said, "Son, this is the thread of your life. If ever you find yourself disappointed with your circumstance, merely take out the thread, break off a piece, and you'll find yourself somewhere new." Well, it didn't take impatient Jack long to find a use for the thread. The very next day in math class, he decided to give it a try. He brought out the thread and broke off a piece. No sooner had even the bell rang and he was dismissed for the day. Well, Jack got tired of going to school altogether, brought out the thread, and there he was on graduation day. Next, he met the girl of his dreams, Jill. Maybe you've heard of her. Couldn't wait to get married. Anxious for the birth of their first child. When the kids were feeling sick and he couldn't wait for them to get better. Looking forward to the day when the children would grow up and move out of the house altogether. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Then he and Jill could finally make that trip they always dreamed of. To Connecticut. But soon it seemed that Jack had wished his entire life away. He had nothing to show for it but broken memories and missed opportunity. It all went by so fast. But Jack had kept every piece of that magic thread all of his life. And there, on his deathbed, he brought them all back out again. He rolled them up into a small, tight little ball. He made one final wish, breathed his last breath, and closed his eyes. And when he opened them again, he was at the base of an old oak tree, as a young boy, clutching a single strand of thread, which he never broke again. Don't break it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a story about appreciating the moments of your life. Some may be bitter and others very sweet, but they're all yours. I want to thank you for spending some of your moments here with me on this stage and on this great adventure that we call the Society of American Magicians. Until I see you next time, I'm Fred Becker. Good night. God bless.